This is Wisnice by Bartson V3. I've probably said both of those wrong, so apologies for that. It's 215.18 megabytes to download. This does require 5 mods for you to download. They are Old Grain Mills, Farmhouses, Modular Wooden Shed, New Cowshed for Cows. They are all by Bartson V3. And also Small Garage by Prezimek 23433. They will automatically download for you if you haven't already got them installed. The description says, I present to you a fictional map of Wisnice. The map has 1 farm, cows, 204 fields, precision farming ready, buying animals, several different sales station, traffic of vehicles, pedestrian traffic, machine shop, gas station, dairy, forest areas, mill, new textures, toys to find, place to build your farm, varied terrain, biogas plant. And then it says at the bottom, you will find more yourself. I wish you a long game. So let's go and check it out. And here we are. This is where it starts you off in all 3 modes, and this is the map. And I have to say, very nice map, very nicely done. So I'm looking forward to showing it off to you. We are actually over here, so this is where it starts you off in all 3 modes. I am in new farmer mode as always, so in that mode we get those 2 plots. Now we do actually get 2 fields, so this field comes with the farm as well, and we also get this field down here. If you come on here in Farm Manager and start from scratch, you don't start off with any land at all, but I will talk through those sort of modes in a second, because there is some slight differences between those 2 modes and new farmer mode. So on our farm we've got a farmhouse, a silo and the cowshed, which is the required mod, so not too bad. So there's not really much going on down here apart from a load of fields, but we've got the sale points spread around like so. Now these 2 plots to buy separately in the other 2 modes, 109,416 for that field and the farm, and then this guy 43,000 just over. So the field prices vary. They're not too bad though. I think 202 was the most expensive, 555,000 just over. And then we've got some really small little guys, say like up here, 13,000 just over. So they do vary. Some of them are quite long and thin like that, 31 grand. They do get a little bit wider down here, 307,000. So plenty of scope. There is a few forestry areas as well, which is nice, 82 grand for that. We've got some smaller plots. Where were they? This guy, 33 grand. Some of the fields like this one for instance, that is kind of like half field half forestry, 104 grand. So there's plenty to buy up and sort of expand like so. The areas where there's sale points and productions you can't buy, so anywhere like that I'm clicking on, we can't buy these water areas either. There is no outside of the map to buy either, so that is pretty much it. Now there is a BGA on here, that is there, but it's also shown as a sell point. So if I scroll down and we go to things like sugar beet cut, there we go, it's got the biogas plant there, so we can sell things like that. And I think as well it is silage we can sell there, yes. So we can use it by the look of it as a normal sell point. There is no tip in trigger icon like you get at sell points down there, so I'm not 100% sure where the trigger is, but if you don't own the BGA, then obviously as soon as you get round near that sort of area it should come up to be able to tip. We can buy that, and we will buy that a little bit later when we get to it. But that is the map, guys. So if I scroll back up, we've got 100 collectibles. They are the wooden toys. Don't start off with any productions. There is contracts available on all the other fields. We do have that cowshed. That is the required mod one. And currently have no animals in there, but again we'll be looking at that. That's our equipment. There is no custom crops, but there's plenty of places to sell things. And the crop calendar looks the same to me. Standard, that is. and that is it. So in terms of mods, it is literally just the required mods, but I'll show you where you can find them. Now most of them are on our farm here in front of us, but if we go to sheds and scroll along, we've got these two. So we've got a modular wooden shed, a small garage. Like I say, they are on our farm, you will see in a second. Silos, we've got a little silo there. Now that only holds 36,000 litres and it's not a multi-fruit, so not very big at all. And to be fair, some of these fields, I mean this is our field here, that's not a bad size. So you're going to fill that up in no time, that silo. So you might want to purchase another one, I think. And if we go to farmhouses, we've got a couple of farmhouses like so. And then in animals, productions and factories, we've got two old grain mills. You'll see one of those guys in a second. So we've got a standard one and an American one, but one of them is on the map. And then if we go into animals and cows, there is the new cow shed. That is literally there, which you'll see in a second as well. So that is it for the required mods. If we go into landscaping and painting, there's a few extra textures. Got animal mud, asphalt, dirt, forest ground, grass, dry grass, few gravels, rock, granite, rock again, gravel, dirt, and that's it. So there you go, a few extra ones. There's nothing in trees or plants. That is it. So we'll do slot counts and then we'll get going. So in new farmer mode, now interestingly enough, you do start off with exactly the same equipment in all three modes, but the slot count is slightly different. So we'll do new farmer mode first. New farmer mode, it is 1056, but this is the equipment you get in all three modes. So small tractors, two of, both Massey Ferguson's. We've got a 5S and the 3707AL, Russell Mash harvester, a Valga trailer, header for your harvester, the little Pottinger plough, we've got the Rabe cultivator, and we've got a planter, and that is it. That is all we have. Now if you want to sell off all of that equipment in new farmer mode, you can drop it down to 975, but there is potential to get that even lower because you can sell off everything at the farm. We've even got a little pond here we can sell off. If I click on that, it highlights the pond. You can sell that off if you want. Now I managed to sell everything off. Oh, also the fence, you don't delete them individually like panels. That highlights the whole fence all the way around. Look, you can sell that off as well. It gets rid of the whole fence all the way around. So there you go, and that will drop your slot count slightly, whereas normally it doesn't. But if you get rid of everything on here, it is 792 slots. Now the other two modes, farm manager and start from scratch, if you come on here, all of this is gone. So it's like you have sold everything off, even the little pond area there. So no fence, no cow shed, silo, anything like that. It's all missing, farmhouse, etc. And the slot count is 873 on here, but like I said, you get all the same equipment, which is all in the same place as well. So there we go, that is it. I think we'll run round our farm. I think I've gone through everything. The sleep trigger is here. We can't go inside our farmhouse, which is just as well because that is a very thin door. I'm not that thin at all. We'll run over here. We've got the shed here with harvester and trailer in. Now I've not used these sheds, but they're pretty cool. So you've got these, I was like, what are these? You've got these little sort of markers like you would for where pallets spawn, and you can see the little red crosses. So this is the modular shed. So if we want to, I'm going to turn the help menu on so you can see what is happening. If we get near one of these red crosses, help menu, it says show props. So if I press circle for me, wow, that goes there now. And we can also add walls, show wall. That puts a wall up. So you can go around this whole shed doing this, and it will put props up, and you can basically put walls up all the way around this shed like so and add in props, which is pretty cool. thought that was nice. And it doesn't affect your slot count as well, if you're wondering, because I wondered that if you would add in things like that. It's all part of it. Right, this is the shed, again a required mod. Nice animations and sounds on the doors. We've got our equipment in here. There is lights up here, like so. So round the back we've got this little switch that turns on the inside lights, like so. But we do also have lights on the outside, and there's a switch around this side for that, like so. I'm just going to turn that help menu back off. So there we go, we'll turn that off, save a bit of electric, shall we? And then down here we've got the cowshed. We can open all these doors again. Now my only gripe with this cowshed is you have these static animals in here. They don't move, obviously. They make noises. Thank you, just right on cue there. But when you buy any cows, they will not appear. You do not see them, which is a bit of a shame. That's my only gripe. We've got a little bit of a hayloft up there. I don't know how much you'd get up there. Feed and straw in here, but because we have that swivel axle trailer and I'm awful at reversing them, I actually pulled up alongside here and got the trigger up for feed and straw. Straw was a little bit more fiddly, but I just moved around a little bit more, so you haven't got to try and back in there, so don't panic, because it's pretty low in there as well. Now you can run all the way through. We've got doors, you can basically open every door you can see, which is cool. We've got little areas like so. It's a little bit up and down. Oh, can I get out? Thanks. The dialogue box is, interestingly enough, in here. We have quite a few potatoes by the look of it there. This will hold 24 cows. So if I show you just as an example, I'm going to buy, I'm going to have to add in some money. Now you won't see those, but they will show up in our animal menu, like so. And obviously there's no pasture or anything like that because it is a cow barn, so a little bit shame that, to be honest with you. And then we can go out this way if we want to. So that is pretty much our farm. Oh, sorry, I didn't show you the triggers, did I? This is your milk trigger. So as you can see, the little tanker in there, and then round the front we do have the slurry collection point. I tested both of them, they do work. And in terms of manure, nothing appeared in here, so whether if you put down a manure pit, if you can find room, then you're not going to get manure, I don't think. Silo just here, we know that's only 36,000 litres, I think it was. Tip in around here, pipe out there, so quite low, but you're not going to be using huge machinery on here. And that is our farm. So we'll grab our tractor. Not the fastest of tractors, both of them, but we are going to head round like this. So it probably will take us longer than normal, but we'll head on out down this way. But I really like this map. We've got nice crisp roads, and they've got scuffs and scars on them as well, so they're not too clean and crisp. But the landscape is just beautiful, I think. It's all up and down, the roads sweep round and go up. Look at the distance. That is way off in the distance, but it's been done so it looks like the fields just carry on. I really like that on maps. Right, in here we have the dairy. So that's our first port of call. A lovely little bridge there of a stream. You do get traffic on these narrower roads, which I was a bit surprised to have out. There we go, coming straight at us. But we have to go back this way, so you'd need to be careful if you're running slightly bigger equipment. We do have to get out of their way a little bit. There's our field there. But yeah, very nice map this, I like it. I'm guessing it's Polish by the name, and this is also by the same map maker that bought us Wisnice or Wisnice, which was on FS19, and then they brought it over to 22, so that came out a little while ago, I think now. Forestry areas, look, in the fields, a little bit of residential area coming up, as you can see. A few little sheds and people's houses, people walking around everywhere, which is nice to see again. So we will just head on up into here. We'll leave the tractor here, we won't get any traffic coming up on these dirt tracks. So a couple of sale points in here, 3 I think to be precise. This first one here is called purchase of fresh vegetables, so it's going to be all your like your greenhouse type things. Can I pick them up? Oh, will you buy them off me even though they are yours? No. Okay, so yeah, I think sugar beet cuts maybe in there, but you'll find out, just check your list. Over this side, this is called Dairy Milk Springs. We can sell eggs and milk here, and then behind us we have a main sort of sale point, and this is Purchase Green Valley. Now moving on from there, we'll head on out this way. Little bits of forestry, there's a little bit of mixture of trees in there. Got some really nice water features on this map too. And this is a pretty cool mod. This is the grain mill mod that's required. So again, I'll stop there. So I'll tip in here. We can open that up if you want to. Your pallets will appear around this side, but we also have a pipe here where we can collect stuff, because this isn't your usual sort of grain mill. It's got a few extra things, and oh, it's got buttons there as well. I think, what does that do? I didn't notice that. Oh, turn off the light. Yeah, that light. There we go. So it turns on the light. We could buy this. It's only 23 grand, which is awesome. So we're going to buy that, and now we own that. So as you can see, we can produce some flour there by either wheat, barley, oats or sorghum. We can produce our oil as standard, sunflowers, canola or olive, but this will also produce pig food, and there's 3 different recipes. So we've got corn pig food, so corn, barley, canola and sugar beets. The recipe amounts and cycles per month is the same. Sorghum pig food, sorghum, wheat, canola and potatoes, and then potato pig food, which is probably my favourite because you do get quite a few potatoes. So potatoes, sorghum, barley and soybeans, we can make those guys. Pretty cool, nice mod. So yeah, I think I need to add in just a little bit more money to be able to buy the BGA. I think it's around 77,000, which isn't too bad at all. He wasn't hanging about, was he? So as you can see, we get traffic on these little ones as well. I just think it's a lovely map. It's really got really nice lighting on there. Some of the Polish maps we've had in the past, especially on FS19, were very dark, weren't they? But this, yeah, really nice. So you can come on here. Obviously it's not made for big equipment, but you can rock the smaller modern equipment like we've got with the Massies here, or you could come on and use your vintage equipment. It's entirely up to you, but it's definitely made for sort of small to medium equipment. Right, just past this little house. Wee, easy, tiger. We have another sale point, which is just through these doors here. This was purchase of golden grain. So again, it's kind of like a main sale point for your grain types. There is another exit back there which does come out here, so literally just there to there. But a lot of the fields, you could definitely join up if you wanted to. 9 times out of 10 there is a tree in the way though, in between them, so you'll need to get rid of said tree. That one hasn't, look though, so you might get lucky with some of them. Whoa, easy. What is this traffic? Very impatient people. Right, we have another little area of sell points. This guy here is, what is this? Purchase Wisnice, or Wisnice, I'm not sure how you say it. And then up the back we've got the barn sale point, which is going to be for you like bales, all loose, grass, hay, straw, silage, etc. And if we head down, another nice water feature, we're back onto one of the main roads. And we're off to the BGA, which is just literally in there. So there's 2 huge bunker silos, as you can see. Now, as you can see, there's no icons in here, but if I tag up that BGA as a sell point there, it puts it roughly there. So like I say, if you don't own it, you will need to sort of drive around till you hit that trigger. But obviously when you do own it and you're tipping in, you're just using it as a production, then it won't become a sell point. Well, that's a good point actually, that could still be a separate sell point, I'm not sure. Right, so that plot of land, 77,000, let me just quickly, there we go, that's plenty. So we'll buy that plot of land, 77,448. The BGA icon now appears like so. All our icons and triggers appear, and it should be in our production menu just down there. So standard looking BGA as far as I can tell. So all we're going to do now is we're going to come out, we'll go up to that fuel station, into the shop, we're going to come down into this area, down there, that's a pretty cool little area, and then finish off down there. So not a lot left to see, to be fair guys, but as always, please let me know your thoughts. Some random little trees there as well. I wonder if we could chop them down now that we own the BGA. But I just love, look at the road there, it just looks nice and crisp. We'll be heading down there in a second. Probably not that way because there is another entrance to it. I think we're going to take you through the sort of forest area to our left. But up the top of this little hill, like I say, a bit slower than normal, but I didn't see the point in leasing a pickup from the store. So fuel station here. Hopefully, is there a car gonna come? Oh no, they're not gonna do it. Oh, there we go, look how quick they go through there. Be careful. So yeah, fuel station, as far as I can tell, I can't see any sort of electric charging stations or methane ones. It's just standard. And then down into here we've got the shop area, but we also have the bakery, which is on our left, like so. Now some of you guys may have already noticed, let's just swing round and stop about there so we can, no, he's not going to walk up past that, is he? We do have a telehandler down at the store. It's got a bucket and a pallet fork. We do not own that, we can't sell it or anything like that, but we can reset it if we need to. So that is where your reset point is going to be. Now these doors do open one at a time, because out the front here we've got a zone like so. We've also got a mechanic pit, and this is going to be your workshop trigger like so. We've got our shop icon here. You can go in all these doors as well, which is cool. If we jump over the counter, it can go out the back where the parts are. You can also go through to where the workshop is. So pretty cool that. And then next door again we've got static animals, which is a bit of a shame, but this is our animal dealer dialogue box. So as you can see, we've already got 2 out of 24. So obviously if you place any more animal pens down, you will get the option to fill those from there if you want to. Right, out of there, we're gonna head down through the little forest area so that you get to see that. And we're going down the back side of the bakery and shop, so forestry in there. Now I think the proper forestry areas look like they've got the spruce trees in, so you might get a bit more joy there. But again, just look at this out here. Awesome. Right, I need to not miss my turning, which is here. So through the forest. Again, even this sweeps down, look. Oh, there was one thing I didn't show you actually. I will try and remember to show you at the end, because it does say in the description about a place where you can build your farm, and I will show you that on the map as we go. Carpentry on our right. We've got the debris crusher up the back. That is the main road up there, which we saw earlier. Farmers market sale point there. And then out here, and we are going to head to that cool area I said earlier. Really like how they've done this. We've got a really nice sort of cliff rock face here, as you can see in front of us. And then just down below, we've got a little area where we can purchase lime from. How cool is that? So if you're liming this field, you haven't got very far to go at all. Right, let's head on out of here. Last port of call. I think it's 3 places sort of bunched up together. So we are almost done through this sort of forest. And again, it just opens up out here. But this field here, look, that is a very good sized field. So like I said earlier about that silo at the farm, it's gonna get filled up pretty quick. I just love all the different elevations to this map. Look, we were right down there just a minute ago, and now, oh, there's a overhanging bush. Very, very nicely done, I must admit. Right. Should be a main road down there somewhere. But at least you get to see all the other sort of fields. Well, not all of them, but you know, a lot of them. By taking a slower approach. We've got various tracks going off, look down there. Right, literally just down here, guys. Don't panic. Hopefully you're still with me. Oh, that van and that car have decided to join together. That shouldn't be like that, should it? But anyway. Oh, there is a wooden toy there. I think that's the first one I've seen. So they are still 1,000, nothing different there. Now, up here we've got a sell point. This is purchase Agroplon, which again is like a main sell point. And then in through here, it gets a little bit noisy in here, guys, so I can't really help that. But this is our sawmill, so we've got the wood chip out point. You can buy the sawmill over there. Morning. Planks will appear there, sell your wood just here as normal. But behind us, this is Container Trader. And I haven't tested this, but I'm assuming you can sell wood in containers here. That is what that is saying to me. So there we go. So that is the tour. So we started off there, out the farm, there, round, up into there. And we went round like that, down into the BGA. Fuel there, through the woods, there, Done and dusted. Right, what I'm going to do is just jump back over to the farmhouse, because over here there is this plot 79. That is 102,528, and if I go up into landscaping mode, that is this plot here. So there's a couple of trees on here, but mostly just bushes and weeds. So that's not a bad area, to be fair. I quite like that little sort of rocky area. But there you go. That's it, guys. That is Wisnice by Bartson V3. Please let me know your thoughts. I think it's a pretty cool map myself. But if you have enjoyed the map tour, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be fantastic. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.